Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ASL Bacon Weekly number 8. I'm Temple, joined by Drenok, and here we are on Leralac Crest. The first player spawning in the bottom left. He's not sure what team he's representing at the moment, but he is purple and he is KeeN. I was gonna say MVP, but...
And his opponent, in the bottom right-hand corner, currently teamless, the red Zerg player, it is Symbol!
And he's on Sbenu. KeeN is on Sbenu, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wait,
and Symbol
he must have just joined it, I think, because was he the one
Sbenu?
that Sbenu?
I just feel like Sbenu is a question.
Yes, he got
you
traded
Sbenu?
to them or something.
You Sbenu?
Sbenu.
I Sbenu.
Espanol. I don't know.
Alright guys, right off the bat from Symbol, actually...
Symbol's teamless
Symbol
now?
went hatch gas pool. Yeah, Symbol's teamless at the moment, according to Liquipedia. Symbol looking like he's going to be doing that hatch gas pool, while in the bottom left for KeeN, he's going to be doing a normal Reaper expanded. Actually, if we take a look at KeeN's ramp, this is something I was commenting on earlier. To make that refinery, it has to be a part of the wall. That's why he has the position of that Rax. But that could potentially put it at jeopardy with some sort of Baneling bust.
Yeah, that could be a big issue here if he were to. But I don't know. Does Symbol like to do Baneling bust? I'm trying to think. I mean, I'm sure that he's no stranger to it, but the map is Leralac Crest.
Like, I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, on a map like Leralac Crest, you can see such crazy aggression on this map by the Zerg player, and Symbol, he can do it. If there's a player that is going to be aggressive, Symbol is definitely in that category as far as Zerg players that will not hesitate to punish you if they can, or at least try to.
Symbol only going one Reaper, and actually we saw 6 Lings for Symbol. My bad, actually. It was KeeN only going 1 Reaper. And 6 Lings for Symbol, that is actually a decent amount of Lings. It's not the largest issue in ZvT, that'd be a big issue, but still, that's a lot of Lings for Symbol where I don't really think he needs it. Maybe he will be a little aggressive earlier on, but this will make himself be very, very safe against this Reaper. Off the back of this, it looks like it's going to be a kind of 1-1-1-esque build. We're seeing double Hellion going to come out, and then my guess is we're going to also see some Liberators with those Hellions.
Yeah, well, it's double gas here, so it could be pretty much anything, right? Like, whether it could be Banshee or the Liberator if he wanted to go for it. But we'll find out. On the other side, though, I mean, Symbol doesn't look like he's going for the... Oh, no, actually, he is continuing to mine gas. So, whoa! He's gonna go and get the Overlord speed upgrade. I was thinking he was gonna get that early layer, but he ended up not really going for it. Yeah, man. So this could be for scouting or for that drop, like you mentioned.
Them Longhorn Overlords are going to be able to drop some stuff. 2 Hellions are out for KeeN, and these Hellions will be able to annoy. And we're actually going to see a Banshee from KeeN, which is pretty much the other opportunity. You sometimes see Liberator Hellion just to be annoying, kind of poke in and allow the Hellions to fall back on the Liberation zones. Or you see this Liberator Banshee, my bad, Hellion Banshee, which is going to be pushing in. The one kind of annoying thing is we don't see the third base in the kind of triangular area in that bottom left-hand for Symbol, which means essentially, I mean, the Banshee can't just go from the third to the main to the third to the main to the third to the main. It's got to go up instead. So this is a beautiful defense, actually, maybe inadvertently from Symbol for this air attack.
Yep. I'm wondering, sometimes people do go for that third where you mentioned it, but it can get really difficult to deal with drops and even the going, back and forth with the Banshee and whatnot. But the thing is, of course, you do spot it first, and you get the rocks in order to defend it, but I do agree with taking that top one. The creep spread will go in the middle of the map, and he doesn't have to worry about that. Only has to worry about his main, and it's a straight line to his third base as well. So get rid of the Banshee and just be safe from pretty much not everything yet, because the Hellions are still a bit hungry.
12 are going to be able to get a... Ooh, 12 Lings are going to get an angle on these Hellions. All these Hellions are very low on health, and the Lings actually going to be able to get us around. They're doing so well with the Queen. Are going to be able to pick it off. 6 workers go down, but there was actually some phenomenal link control to get around them.
It was, yeah, and he got rid of all of the Hellions, doesn't have to worry about them, deflected the Banshee, and now he's in a position where he's getting his lair up, sitting on a pretty decent drone count. It is 47, and I think after getting rid of the Hellions, he feels a lot more comfortable droning. But now it's time for him to put on the pressure. Symbol moving on into the natural base of KeeN, gonna get a SCV, at least one of them. The bunker is at least protecting the rest of the SCVs. What
The
is
wall is
KeeN?
very nice for KeeN. You often see this kind of awkward half-base wall for Terran in the natural base of this map, so it will be good for KeeN getting up another wall. And these Banshees, for now, are going to provide enough time for KeeN to kind of get up the composition he wants. Looks like he's going to be going Bio Siege Tank. He's got Siege Tanks 1-1 on the way, and a Starport with a reactor, so most likely be pumping out Medevacs. Well, what is Symbol up to right here? Still really hasn't quite shown his hand, Tempo.
He really hasn't, and you know, I think his Evo chambers are a little bit later than what you would like them to be, but he's looking to go for a really, really scary push here. A lot of lings coming out onto the map. The droning has not continued, and he's only on one base at his third, so that means that he knows about the third base, right? Like, he sees KeeN's third base. I think he's just going to go for a gigantic Ravager Ling attack here, because it doesn't even have road speed. There's no Evo chamber. There's no Spire. The gas is so limited here. It's just going to be all in, man. He's just going in. Yep, it can be pretty good on this map, man. That's for damn sure.
Ooh.
But there's a lot of Banshees out. At least 2.
I'm slightly worried for KeeN with all these not necessarily aggressive supply depots, but he's got a lot of supply depots in this wall, and with Ravager, Corrosive Bile, and Queens and a creep spread, man. This is going to get a little bit hairy for KeeN. Yeah, KeeN's got to be super careful. Banshee will be able to... Yeah, and he's almost got the creep spread right there. Banshees will be able to preoccupy the Queens for a few seconds, but currently, what is it? 76 army supply of the Zerg to 42. We can see the supply depots go up and negate some of these roaches, but that's not going to be the case. Ravagers are moving through, and there's not that much here to defend for KeeN. KeeN does not quite... Actually, KeeN does have stim, but no combat shield. Plus 1-1 on combat shields are just about done. And for now, it's going to be a deadly dance between these really heavy DPS Marines in the Roach lane.
He's doing a really good job, man. He is picking up the tank right before it got killed by the Corrosive Bile. He just needs to hold on here. The tank is getting a bit low, but he continues to pick them up. A lot of the Ravagers did go down, but there are still 5 here. And the Queens are coming in, closing in on a lot of the SCVs here.
44 lings are coming out. So many coming off the back of this. Even if these siege tanks are surviving. Wow, those siege tank only has like 5 health right there. How much in total it is? 3 health, but 44 lings are coming up in the rear. The third base, though, for KeeN is still alive. He's still mining. There's the lings finally realizing something's going on. Siege tanks on the high ground will be able to push this out, but at least Symbol will be able to negate any mining from the natural in the third base for a little while.
Yep, the big deal was that third was left untouched, but that is no longer the case.
19 workers
Medevac's
dead.
Picking up a lot of the SCVs, but that was the big deal. So many of the SCVs went down there, 22 to be exact.
Not only that, but you have all these supply depots that KeeN built for walls in this natural base. I mean, you've at least had like probably 10 to 15 supply depots go down in this natural base. He's gonna be so supply blocked.
Yeah, he's getting so
currently out on the map. There's a total of 65 lings, and these lings don't have any upgrades, but Centrifugal Hooks is on the way, and a Baneling Nest is done. Ooh, my word. You know when I was talking about that reactor a part of the wall?
Uh-huh.
Baneling.
It could happen.
Yeah.
We could see it, man.
Yep.
So,
another, I know he needs a wall right here, but it's just so hard to do. He does have these rocks at the third base, but he lost, as I mentioned, like 15 supply depots, probably around that. I'm not an exaggeration, about 15 supply depots.
Like a ridiculous amount, yeah. That is way too many supply depots to lose here, especially after losing so many of those SCVs. His mining, his economy is just not there, and he's trying his hardest, you know, continuing with the upgrades. But that was only stage 1 of Symbol's attack, right? He decided to go for that in order to get a lot of damage done. Figured that if he's not going to be able to end the game, at least he felt like he got sufficient damage done, because he fell back and got his upgrades, got the Baneling Nest. But the one thing that he doesn't really have an answer to would be drops.
He's trying to be aggressive, but I will remind you that there's not enough medevacs to actually pick up these Marines while they're holding the Siege Tank. Siege Tank is going to come down. The Siege Tank's a little bit of a precarious position in the back, but Ravagers should be able to do damage to them. And oh, actually, the Ravager shots, couple do go off. Lings are still cleaning this up, but only the Ravagers are left, and they got to be careful. They will pull back, and you know what? I'd like to see them just kill these supply depots, because they could with Corrosive Bile, but they will not for now. And what is our workers looking like, Tempo?
Oh, the workers, it is 57 here for our Zerg player Symbol, 48 for KeeN. 48. He lost 24 workers, mind you. So that is actually a really good number to be at, despite the kind of early game shenanigans that have been going on. But I really think that drops are going to be Symbol's weakness. So if KeeN can kind of find it in
him do it though.
Exactly.
Symbol's got the creep right here. He's going to keep up the aggression, and these Marines are looking for a prime opportunity. He can kill a lot, and still we don't see any Banelings. Centrifugal Hooks was just kind of, you know what, I'm going to be careful. By the way, while this all happens, there's a fourth base of Symbol. It is kind of all in, but on the other hand, it's not really to be not all in. He's got a phenomenal economy, but only 56 drones.
Yeah, the 56 drone is a very low count, but he's trying to do this in order to trade out, you know? He kind of tasted the blood, right? He's like, oh my god, I was so close, right? I gotta go and kill him now. But he is not that ahead in economy right now at all, right? Because KeeN was able to secure his third base, and he kind of stabilized. But this is going to be a big deal here on the top side. At the third base of KeeN, the racks have been taken out. There's nothing.
Rocks have been taken out, and now the barracks are going to go down. This third base is going to be 100% evacuated, and we are seeing a stim forward, but the siege tank's not quite in the best position. Again, Ravagers are sadly going to go down because of the siege tanks. At least the SCVs are pulled out of position, and now we're going to see the Baneling busting. Actually, Baneling Bust is indecisive and loses like half of its force on the right-hand side, but Symbol has so much of the map, so much creep. He's got so many units. Hopefully, he'll be able to clean up this one siege tank finally. What is our units lost at the moment? 8,000 to 6,000. Symbol has lost a little more.
He has lost a bit more. He has more to lose though, but hey, that gap is really starting to close. KeeN he has his great upgrades. 2-2. Symbol just finished 1-1 not too long ago, but Symbol doesn't have that creep at the doorstep anymore. Oh, but this is so painful. KeeN continuing to lose a lot at this third, over and over and over again.
Oh, actually, the Ravagers could kill that CC if they focus it down with Corrosive Bile. Oh, nice little pickup, killing that reactor. It's not going to happen, though. Symbol is going to pull back, and here is the big push from KeeN. Question is, has Symbol saved up enough Banelings to do something about it?
Let's find out, because this is the engagement, you know. This is going to dictate a lot for this game. If KeeN pushes through here and he gets any kind of momentum, then it's going to be really great for him to finally get some economic damage done. He still has a drop on the other side of the map. It is on the east side, but this position here is really good. Not only does it get rid of the creep, but it puts pressure onto Symbol to be like, all right, I need to deal with this attack right now. And his attention is not really focused anywhere else.
Oh my word, here we go! 103 army supply to 98. It's going back and forth, but almost all the siege tanks going down. Is there only one siege tank left? There is only one siege tank left because there's Corruptors. Symbol did go Spire right after threw down the Baneling Nest earlier on, and this may be the momentum Symbol needs, and the supply depots are not going to go up, and this is going to allow the Banelings to get through. Let's see here, the Banelings are only Bile left. It is 83 army supply to 89. The Corruptors are completely negating siege tanks and the medevacs. I think Symbol's done it.
A lot of the army supply for our Terran player is in those medevacs, but so many of the Banelings did go down, not getting as many good connections as they wanted to. But into the main, the Lings go, the Ravagers, ravaging everything.
Symbol taking game one. Wow, that was only game one.
I've seen some pretty crazy stuff on this map. We'll find out if we're gonna see anything crazy as we have the Zerg player spawning in the top. He's currently teamless. Can he prove his worth? It is the red Zerg player, Symbol!
And his opponent in the bottom right-hand corner, the blue Terran player Benu, currently down 0-1. It is KeeN.
Svenu. I want to get sponsored by Svenu. Svenu.
Svenu would be cool. You can be like, hey, you guys got a Svenu around here?
They got the coolest shoes, man. Like, if I'm gonna get sponsored by somebody, I need something that I can kind of use in my everyday life, right?
StarCraft.
Get shoes. Free shoes? Yeah. Well, if StarCraft sponsored you, that'd be pretty insane. It's like, hey, man.
That would be actually awesome.
Or Blizzard.
I don't even know how that would
Blizzard,
work.
if Blizzard sponsored you, right? Like.
Ooh, I love this position by KeeN. KeeN is going to be going 2 racks Reaper. Maybe even, I'm guessing it's going to be 3 racks. He will eventually add on a second gas with this, but I love the position of that second racks. And actually, I think recently it was on Reddit. A streamer figured out you can see up to the high ground, all the way up to the high ground using those back-to-back jumping. Like, you could be on the low ground and see all the way up to the high ground with KDA charges. I don't know if Blizzard fixed it.
You get like a split second where you have that vision when the Reaper jumps up from the low ground to that middle ground. I remember that. I did see that post and wonder if anybody ever kind of utilized that vision.
Oh, these Overlords are actually going to spot this Rax position once it comes out, but by the time the Reaper comes out, I think it won't really matter. And for Symbol, biggest thing, just period, we've talked about this before, Tempo, a lot of times in these Reaper rushes, just you need to produce constant queens. That is the proper reaction.
Oh, yeah. And you can't let it snowball. Like, you have to do it immediately, not losing your first queens either. So I think the most important part is putting that creep tumor down in between your main and your natural so that you don't have to worry about going back and forth and all of your queens can assist each other without getting split apart. Here we
The
go,
first Reaper
baby.
coming in. 4 Lings are
Yep.
already out, and this is still looking a little bit okay. Actually, wait, did that first. Oh, the Overlord of Symbol is not going to spot that second rack, so he's not going to know about how much pressure this is until the second Reaper comes on in, which is only going to be a few seconds away. More Lings being pressed out, and are we going to see second Queens off the back of this? It's finally 2 Reapers. It's looking there is already right off the bat another Queen started in the main, and we'll see how good Symbol can defend KeeN.
Yeah, he hasn't started another queen at his natural though, so he may not know the, and I would say the extremeness of this kind of push. But he did see the Reaper leaving earlier with that Overlord. I just don't know if he kind of put it together. So it's gonna be a lot of Reapers coming out, and maybe he feels like he can deal with it with only Lings, but he's starting to lose those Lings, man. Speed is ever so close.
Lost a total of 6 Lings so far, and these Reapers are going to be able to kite indefinitely. Queens are here injecting, and now there's 2 in the main. I think Symbol will be okay, but still, even with speed, how many Reapers are up? 5 Reapers against 12 Lings. I think those 5 Reapers win, even with Ling having speed. And most likely off the back of this, actually not going to take a quick third gold, but that, I believe, is how Symbol must compensate for the loss of whatever he loses. Taking a quick third gold, or maybe just going for a Bailing bust across the map.
I wonder how he's gonna do it here. He hasn't been able to really do too much. Hasn't killed any of. Did he kill any of the Reapers actually? No, he has not killed any of the Reapers.
No, he has not.
That's a big deal. So all of the Reapers are being retained here by KeeN. And even with speed, remember you can throw those KDA charges down, blow those Lings into the air to get out of a surround. And wow, this guy's still making Reapers, or at least he was. He's on 7 right now.
I've seen a game where, who was it? I can't remember who it was, but there was a player, it was on Central Protocol, and he only went Reapers the entire game. And then he used Medevacs to heal the Reapers. Yeah. Oh, the Lings may be able to get us around here. There's a decent amount of Lings getting 1, getting 2. Can they get a couple more here? Currently 4 are out. There's 4 Reapers against 20 Lings, and the Lings are already prepped to go up onto this high ground to defend it. And there's no KDA charges yet. This is a full retreat. 2-3 KDA charges actually self-inflict damage onto the Reapers. The Reapers are going to get away, but they're going to kite for a little while longer. By the way, off the back of this, KeeN has thrown down 4 extractors. Pardon me, 4 refineries.
4 refineries indeed. Gonna be having to use that gas in order to get his upgrades that he would have been getting now, because he did pump a lot of those gases into, well, at least this gas into those Reapers. But Symbol, he's dropping down a Baneling Nest. He's getting a macro hatch, not investing in Lair, but he is getting the 3rd base for the gold. So we may see a big giant counterattack here. Holy moly. If he was able to do this here, it would be a pretty big deal, but I just don't know with tanks coming out if Banelings are going to be the way to do it. May need Ravagers or something with it.
I think the easiest way on Breon Terraces is just to deny the 3rd base. I don't think it's going to be a good idea to move into that natural. It is a little bit wider than a normal map, but I feel like KeeN's going to have a solid defense, especially after we saw his Siege Tank and Micro in the previous game. But the 3rd base is going down. This is a situation I think all really that Symbol can do is try to deny this, get the Lings in there. He does have 19 Lings out in the middle of the map and try to do something. For now, though, same thing going down for KeeN, his 3rd base, and they're only 2 workers apart. I hate to say it, but KeeN's got a solid economic lead.
He does. He has a really nice economic lead, and I wonder if it's just because of the Queens going to defend against the Reapers means that Symbol wasn't really getting that much lava.
No drones.
Because he has a lot of money. Yeah, he has a lot of money.
Oh,
he's not invested in the Lair still, man. I think he's going for an all. Wait, is he though? He's getting the 4th as a gold. I think he's just gonna transfer a bunch of his drones there and do the biggest Roach Ravager, like Baneling attack you've ever seen. Good. Because this is insane. Work.
Yeah. The hard part about the position is if you look at the 3rd base of KeeN, he's got the siege tanks, he got the high ground, he's got all the high ground to be able to shell onto that base. Maybe he has to lift up, but no way he can't. In no way does Symbol attack that without losing units. He's going to take heavy losses.
He's going to lose a lot. I mean, and maybe it's okay that he is, because he is going to have double gold. But remember, KeeN has his gold as well, and he's going to be pumping out a lot of Marines. So
also, just to note, actually, Symbol's down 10 workers, 55 SCVs to 44 drones, and
it's because he hasn't made any
3 orbitals. Yeah, but KeeN is also 3 orbitals. So what are we actually seeing realistically? Maybe something like 60 or 70 SCVs to the 42?
Yep, because this attack is coming now. Symbol just said, F it, I do not need drones because I'm going for a gigantic attack. I don't know if this is going to be enough, though. There's a tank that is going to be doing a lot of damage, but with an Overseer, if it can get in position, he will be able. Is he going to do it? The Banelings are coming up, and oh, good splits, though.
Oh, get rid of bunker.
Yeah.
A very
I don't
nice
know.
defense by KeeN. I think Symbol's just got to, you know what, cut my losses, go for the third, take out the third, but with the siege tanks there, it's going to keep pushing this back. That was the original siege tank, and actually, one Corrosive Vial does kill a SCV, I believe. Marines are still in the defense.
There's a Reaper just going ham inside of the mineral lines of Symbol. He had 11 kills, by the way.
Oh.
So many, 10 drones just went down behind all
And
that.
actually, Symbol's going to have to retreat, but the third CC of KeeN is not killed, and realistically, what did he lose? He lost 3 workers, a bunker, a supply depot. That's what KeeN lost in that fight.
Wow. Like, oh no. I don't know how he's ever going to recover from that loss.
He's going to try, though. Symbol will not give up. It's currently 1-0. KeeN is in the lead, and Symbol is a small fort. Literally, he's just not making anything. There's 5 roaches. I guess go for a big Baneling bust. He does have 520 gas. Banelings do not cost any supply. Might as well morph in. How many lings does he have right here? Might as well morph into 36 Banelings. Just go ham.
Yeah. This has been
just
a beautiful
be like, move it.
by KeeN. Like, the fact that that Reaper was able to get into the mineral line and just kill so many of the drones makes it a big deal. So if Symbol's going to try to go into the late game here, he is so far behind as far as upgrades go in tech. I just don't see it happening if he just
this Ling's got to be careful. Oh, this Ling's got to be careful. 60 more Lings coming up, but if you look at the upgrades of KeeN, he's got 1+1 attack, +1 range, but he's got triple Widowmine and Drilling Claws coming out. He is very much prepared. He knows that the way KeeN gets back into this, the way Symbol gets back into this is a massive all-in. You know how you stop all-ins? Bombs. AKA Widowmines. But the Widowmines, will they be able to drill down fast enough? 1 Widowmine, 2 Widowmines trying to get down, and actually Ravager will be able to focus 1 down, but another Widowmine does get down. 1 Corrosive Vial takes it out, but a lot of the Lings going down. There's so much bio right here. It's just going to completely destroy the Lings.
Yeah.
Ravagers are alive, but that was legit 60 Lings.
And they all are dead now, and now KeeN is able to push. He's trying to at least get a good position here, but he is actually in an okay position, sitting back for now and utilizing drops a bit more. So KeeN is mainly going for some multi-pronged aggression because he does have a drop heading over into the main of Symbol. This is Symbol's army. He doesn't even have Baneling speed, man. He's going to try to go in here, and guess what? He doesn't have to commit. KeeN doesn't ever has to commit to this attack.
KeeN is on the offensive, and he does have 1 Widowmine that has not been triggered quite yet. In the main base of Symbol, we already got units doing their worst. And actually, we don't take out the Queen, take out it even more. And now, Symbol knows he's got to go for it. Actually, it's like a triple-pronged attack. What are we going on here? Symbol is going for it, but there's the GG. KeeN holds.
That would be so annoying if it was a mirror matchup and you were just like, ugh. But then again, like, Puck and Huck is like that, too. And I know sometimes I messed that up even.
I've got that before. Puck isn't super.
Yeah.
I always thought they were the same person, though. And, like, I just heard it differently. And then one day I saw them at a tournament, and I was like, wait, what? No. Oh, wait, this is weird. All right, guys, in the top right-hand corner of Dusk Towers, Game 3. It's currently 1-1. Symbol is the Red Zerg player.
Yeah. His opponent spawning in the south side. It is the Blue Terran player with the sick kicks. It is KeeN.
Southside represent. Y'all got a spinning? KeeN could go for that Reaper play again, but I doubt it. It's much less effective on this map. There's not quite as many ways to get into the main base, so it's just going to be opening up. Actually, with a lack of Reaper, I think he's going to go gas right off the bat for KeeN, even though it's not normally something you say for Terrans. And for Symbol, going to take the third as his natural. Pretty normal.
I like that, yeah. We were talking about it earlier, and I really like it. And as far as spreading the creep, and it's just really nice to have that base there. And you can take the other base if you really need it later. But we're most likely are going to be able to see it here as a third base, I would assume. But this is very peculiar without the gas, right? You said it.
My guess is, well, there's one gas. He's gonna have to throw down a second gas if he truly wants to compensate, because he can't put down a reactor to kill double Marine. Oh, that's it. No, that's not it. The SCV was so happy. The SCV was like, oh, am I going to be the one? Do you select me to throw down the third command center? No. There's the double gas. So KeeN was just opening up, wants a couple extra Marines. The defense is a little bit worried about some early Lings. We'll be able to get back into it with double gas, but I guess where does he go from here? Does he just go factory?
Oh, okay. So what he did is, we see this a lot too, right? Getting onto the map
with double gas, yeah.
But getting the Marines though to go and snipe overlords instead. So Oh man, I don't know if this one's gonna go down, but if he is lucky, he might be able to get the one on the left. But he is maybe gonna be able to spot this one here in the middle. But no, I think Simple's gonna be fine.
Nah, he's going to be good. Factory is finally on the way for KeeN, and the 3 Marines won't be able to get it. They could get that other one, as you mentioned, in the middle of the map. That Overlord's kind of hanging about. Still, though, Symbol is only on 2 bases. Now, it's still a while till he can get up to 3, but I'm curious whether he's going to take 3, or kind of just have that pocket base and say, cool, I can fall back onto this. Maybe we'll see Baneling speed or something. He's still mining 3 in gas, so he's got a decent amount of gas income.
That he does. He is going to be maybe going for that Overlord speed again. I'm not sure, man. What did he get it for last time? I think he just got it. Scouting, right? Like, I remember when Betrayus used to do that way back when like Polar Night was a map. That was like Betrayus' thing.
That's like
people just stopped
10 seasons ago, not exaggerating.
It really, yeah, and I'm not kidding, man. It's a very long time ago.
That's like very early Heart of the Swarm, maybe Wings of Liberty.
Yeah, I think it was early Heart of the Swarm. That's crazy. Anyway, enough down memory lane here, as even this build is kind of a throwback if you think about it. KeeN with that Marines first out of the barracks here. And then he goes into the factory, dropping down the starport with the tech lab next to it. So we may see that cloaked Banshee once again. But KeeN, or rather Symbol, he went for the lair, which is cool. 2-base muta, because he has not taken.
You're doing it too now. You're messing up the names.
I know.
The Queens are going to be ready at this 3rd base to defend Symbol's 3rd. Ling's already here to push back these Hellions, and actually, Symbol's doing a remarkable job stopping this Hellion push. I am proud of him, but the Hellion's going to see there's no quick 3rd.
It's like, hey, wait a minute.
Symbol's going to go 2-base muta, I guess. Yeah, 2-base muta.
Yeah, it looks like it. It does. Without a Roach 1 being dropped, very, very understandable to go for a strategy like this, but he hasn't scouted KeeN, so he doesn't know exactly what it is that he's doing. Cloak Banshee is going to be on the way, but he doesn't know about that. And luckily for him, 2-base muta is perfect build to do this. So I don't know if KeeN put the 2 and 2 together, seeing no 3rd and also no Roach Warren or anything like that.
And spotting 4 gas. Did he see the 4 gas? Oh, no, he only saw 1. So does not quite know the gas count, but 3rd hatch is on the way for Symbol, and 4 more Hellions are moving out for KeeN, and maybe he'll get a scout. This Overseer, though, sees the 3rd CC.
Yeah, I think KeeN is assuming that it is going to be a Roach Nidus because he's getting a siege tank and he's continuing Banshee production. So he scouted the 2 gas. He scouted the 2 bases right now. He gets to scan and he's like, wait a minute, what? 2-base muta? And, you know, siege tanks aren't really good against that. And he immediately drops an engineering bay. Like, you may say, yeah, that's great for the upgrades, but...
Oh, nothing's at this 3rd. Banshee is going to make all the drones evac out of here. At least we'll be able to deny mining for a little while and can focus down those spores, but more importantly, the Queens may be pulled out of position. That Banshee wants to reposition, head into the main of Symbol. And 7 mutas, though, on the way. We do see Liberators for KeeN, but so often, in response to Liberators, I awkwardly see Corruptors or mutas, because they're like, we micro.
Split up your mutas, get a few Corruptors there, and yeah, it's a lot better here. But build order win does go here to Symbol. Not win of the game, but I'll say of the stage of the game, the build order does favor Symbol, aside from the fact that he does have a later 3rd. But KeeN invested in 2 Banshees. It wasn't like he only made 1. Luckily for him, he didn't get the cloak, though, so he doesn't have to worry about losing that investment.
I like KeeN's decision. Yes, he did lose both Banshees.
Ouch.
Actually, no, he only lost 1.
Only one. Only one.
Yeah. I like KeeN's decision to keep the 3rd CC in the main for now. It does make a much more defendable position. Liberators are ready to start killing some of the mutas, but there's the CC moving out at the same time. Mutas are going to hit the back of this base. Engineering bay and a supply depot in an awkward position. Liberators should be enough to push this back, and the mutas are very clumped up. They have to be careful. You can split, but that amount of mutas, I don't think it was going to do that well versus 2 Liberators anyways.
Not at all. With the assistance of the Marines, maybe so. But with the 3rd base only just now landing, I think that worked out. The 2-base muta, it spooked KeeN for a little bit. Forced him to, you know, throw down turrets really fast and then rush out 2 Liberators. So the mutas, he didn't really get any SCV kills. They're the threat that are around here, and they make sure that KeeN is not mispositioning his Liberators.
This is making KeeN just think so much more. The aggressiveness of Symbol, even though he's not truly doing damage, is causing KeeN to be able to reposition like that. He's being careful about his third. While on the other side of the map, Symbol's able to take a quick fourth, can even go for a fifth, and he's got a beautiful creep spread. With what KeeN is doing, with what Symbol is doing, KeeN is unable to actually be aggressive across the map and deter the Zerg, which is what he needs to be doing in this matchup.
Yeah, what is he gonna do? Even the Hellions, man, they get up over there and they see the creep and say, you know.
Oh, the Liberators?
Your wheels.
Oh, Liberators don't believe.
Nah.
Like how the Liberators are like, nah, you guys got this.
Dog, you got it.
Marines, go for it. You got this, though. I like, Symbol, you can just see you can see how confident Symbol is right here. He's got Banelings at that 5th base. He's already prepared for something to go down. You see this one Marine's going to give his life, but Symbol doesn't really care about these Banelings, or he does care, but he's just waiting for a prime opportunity. He's been able to keep KeeN back so far, and now KeeN has to move out, and the Mutas and Banelings move into the natural.
Yep. Oh my goodness, the Mutas. Though they're in a rock and a hard place though, losing a lot of those Mutas. Only 3 of them remain, and this is the time where KeeN is pushing. He needs to do damage here because Symbol has been droning up so hard. He's at 84. So this is the push that KeeN is going to be doing right now in order to just secure a really nice foothold in this game. Wow, that's a huge
Overlords
deal
are
here,
on the way. Huge supply block. I'm not sure if Symbol can reinforce quick enough, but we'll see. 44 army supply of Symbol to the 74 of KeeN, but the Mutas are going to be enough with these Corruptors. Oh, one Liberator is actually going to do a tremendous amount of damage, and I love how Corruptors are starting to be mixed in 4 or 5 here and there, and Tempo looks like he's successfully defended with those Banelings. Not too much stuff, but we do see Symbol going up to Hive. He's, as you said, 82 drones. He's in a phenomenal position economically.
A great position here for Symbol as far as not taking much damage on that last push. But KeeN, that was only the beginning. He went and poked in at Symbol, but now Symbol has to defend against this. And oh my God, do not fight off a creep. Doesn't have that many Banelings out at the moment here, Drenok. There are 7 right now. 11 Lings are on the map. Where is the army of Symbol? I don't think he has anything really. He needs to get it on right now.
He does have these Corruptors, but they're not going to do much. At least they will kill the Liberator. They will negate any siege tank leapfrogging forward. Banelings are being morphed in. How many Banelings are currently out? 18 Banelings, and Symbol's going to have to make an awkward split to be able to actually get an angle and attain some kills into KeeN's position, because he's already pre-split. He's been given so much time. Everything is pre-split, and now these Lings are going to be forced to fight back and forth into siege tank fire. They can't really engage in these Marines, or else they take a lot of damage. 26 more, 40 Lings on the way, but Symbol, he's going to have to attack from 3 or 4 sides. He's going to have to get a full surround if he wants to negate KeeN and push him back.
Yeah, he's doing okay, though. This is a lot better than I would assume here. The fact that he has those 85 drones or so, he can... Oh, he's on 81, by the way, but the fact that he's sitting here and not losing anything. Oh, no, except for that inside of the main, a big drop. Widowmine's actually doing a lot of friendly fire. Symbol's going to be able to clean that up incredibly easily. And the fact
At the same time,
KeeN
is pressuring into that 4th. At the same time, KeeN is trying to pressure into that 4th, but if KeeN oversteps his boundaries just a little bit too much, here is the big move from Symbol, going for a full frontal assault. It's going to come on the left-hand side and the right-hand side. Banelings are going to kill a couple of Marines, actually going to get rid of a lot of Marines. Almost the entire Marine force is gone. There is enough medevacs here to retreat, but the Corruptors are going to, I think, clean up all these medevacs.
Oh wow! I think Symbol in a really nice position.
Oh, the Widowmines are huge though. They will kill almost all the Lings. There's no ground force to actually push it back, and there's the GG. KeeN takes it. GG. 2-1.
Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe to support the ASL by hitting the button now.